It's time for Westchester Now. Our county, our events, our history, our people. Westchester Now on AM 1230
Welcome
WFAS.
to Westchester Now, the show about our great county and the people within it. I'm Jim, and today we are featuring our Westchester County professional profile on Rocco Totino. He's a CPA and partner of Grassi and Company with offices in Manhattan, Jericho, and New City. Rocco, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Jim. Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, thanks for coming in. And tell us about your roots. You live locally.
I do. I live in Harrison.
You live in Harrison.
Yes.
And where did you
Well,
grow up?
I was born in Italy. I came to New York City when I was 10 years old. Practically, I grew up in New York City. I got married in New York City. I went to school in New York City school system, including the City University of New York and Baruch College.
That's
and right after graduation, I began working in New York City.
In New York City.
Yes.
Well, it's the greatest city in the world, and there's a lot of excitement. And you and your company, you are accountants.
We would like to refer ourselves as accountants and success consultants.
Success consultants. That's great.
For the simple reason is that people do not know what accountants do and
Right.
how they do it. But we're we service the New York metropolitan area.
Mm-hmm.
We also have clients not only in this region but
Right.
nationally
Yeah.
and internationally.
Yeah.
Through our Moore Stevens affiliation of network of firms
Cool.
that is so we can service a client anywhere in the world practically.
That's great.
And the services we do render are basic services that large or regional firms offer, which are audit and test services, tax compliance and consulting, managed accounting services, business advisory and transactional services, corporate restructuring and insolvency,
Wow.
forensic litigation support and valuation services, technology consulting services. And within all these services, there's subsectors that are that apply to them.
Yeah, it's wonderful. We were doing research on your company. It's great having a company like yours in somebody's corner, being so specialized in certain aspects of business, where you can have your accounting reviewed and assured, and then take it into looking for advice in some other business aspect.
Well, sure. We deal in industry-specific services. Our team of professionals simply do not just provide clients with financial statements and tax services. We deliver consultant business advice that helps our clients solve challenges and reach new levels of success. Now, we deal in a variety of industries, and I'd like to mention some of them. And so financial services, when you talk about private equity and hedge funds, those will fall into that. Manufacturing and distribution, retail, apparel and consumer goods, construction, we're one of the top construction accounting firms in the area.
I saw you had a seminar for the A&E industry, right?
That's right. The architects and engineers is another. It all fits in because
that's great.
They're complementary type of industries.
Uh-huh.
We take care of family office and high net worth individuals. We have an extensive healthcare service division. We deal in not for profits, real estate, which also somehow fits into the construction and architects and engineer.
Right.
And we have numerous transportation and shipping companies, and not to mention technology companies.
Well, and Rocco, we see that your company is specialized in many industries. How important is it for you to learn about your clients' needs when you first take them on?
Well, Jim, it's absolutely critical. As a mid-sized regional firm, we're big enough to have some of the best technical expertise in the industry, but small enough to offer a very personalized level of service. before we start working with a client. It is essential that we fully understand where they are, where they want their business to go, so that we can best advise them and customize cost-effective solutions to meet their needs.
That's great. And I'm sure as you're corresponding with them, with you guys have been in business at Grassi for like 35 years. I saw it originated in 1980. The wheels must be turning as far as, how you can help certain people in certain industries.
Yes. As far as, the world is becoming much more regulated, not less regulated.
Yes.
Things are more complex now. At Grassi, we take pride in helping our clients grow. And a growing business is constantly changing.
Right.
We have a robust team and that's how we deal with our clients. We set up a team and consisting of specialists in that area or in whatever that particular client needs. And we are always doing research in tax laws, in accounting regulations, regulations that are constantly changing because the SEC will change them, the FASB will change them, and there are various other rule-making organizations.
Right.
We also ensure that our professionals receive the required continuing education so that we keep our clients updated and compliant with all the changes that impact their businesses or them personally.
Yeah, I think that's huge because, companies are trusting your clients, are trusting you guys. I know most companies, perhaps if they're in a product or service type of industry, they want to focus on sales. So when it comes to, say, their accounting and how they're running their finances, they look to you for those solutions.
We certainly hope so, and we need to be aware of that, and we need to be ready to provide them with solutions, or else we lose clients just like any other business will lose a customer.
Do you think it's more difficult dealing with, say, a multi-international company? Say, I understand you have a lot of clients from Europe.
We do,
and coming here and dealing with import-exports in America, or perhaps something like just across state lines, somebody like a Zappos who deals with their products from one location over state lines.
Well, when we're dealing with international clients, of which I've leveraged my fluency in Italian to obtain and work with international clients, exporting from several countries in Europe, not just Italy, to the point where I have to acquaint myself with and be ready to answer questions concerning business here in the United States and how they would do business in the United States when they do come here. What do they need? How do they get established? Businesses, when they import merchandise, there's issues pertaining to clearance through U.S. Customs, issues pertaining to transfer pricing. And then once they get here, they have to establish business just like any other American business. They need space, they need personnel, they need guidance as far as setting up their records and having the right advisors to guide them through the whole process.
Folks, we're here with Rocco Totino of Grassi & Company. They have an office in Manhattan, an office in Jericho, New York, and one in New City, New York. To reach Rocco, you can get him at 212-661-6166, also 212-832-1110. And Rocco, it's a testament to your long list of clients. We went on your website and saw how many clients you have and the fact that they are recurring, which demonstrates that it's more about relationship building in your company's consultative approach to servicing them than, say, the X's and O's of accounting.
It certainly is relationship building. You have to be constantly aware of what the needs of your clients are. We as a firm, yes, we have to do the basics. We have to give them financial statements. We have to give them tax returns. But we also must be aware of what their other needs are, where their pain points are. We need to look at it. Take a small business, for instance. There's succession issues. There's estate tax issues. There's issues on a variety of things that a financial statement cannot tell you just by reading or preparing it. So what we like to consider ourselves as success consultants, because we look for the long-term success and how we can help the long-term success of those clients of ours.
That's great. Are there any, we have you in here and we think it's perfect timing with April 15th approaching. Are there any new laws coming out from the IRS or the state that concerns you, or are they just basically modifications of existing tax laws or accounting measures?
There are two areas as far as taxes are concerned. The first one is dealing with what's called the repair regulations, where the IRS has redefined what is a repair, what is a capital asset, what is an improvement. So it's very critical for companies to reach out to their accountants and make that determination and have them do that study so they can prepare the tax returns properly. And then there's also the Affordable Care Act, which is Obamacare to most of us.
Right.
And there are changes in that for small businesses also, whereby we have to people have to be insured, and companies have to make sure their employees are insured, or else they pay a penalty for that. So we have to make sure that those are two areas which I think at this point that I'm familiar with that are rather critical.
Yeah, I would think, our company here that we have locally, we deal with a lot of companies that are small businesses, and they don't have the human resources, or, they rely on, say, their CPA for guidance with, particular topics like that. And, if you deal with a small accountant company, they may not be able to provide that expertise, not like Grassi and Company. You guys do it.
Well, we not only do the research internally on all these topics coming up, and what we feel will be law, will be the standards coming forward. But we also conduct seminars for our clients. Many of our professionals make speeches and do the research that help our clients and companies in general stay up to date with all these new regulations, new products, new.
Rocco, how do you and your people in your profession stay on top of the dynamics in your company?
Well, we at Grassi, we subscribe to the leading accounting and news sources to stay abreast of the changes in the law and the IRS code. Many of our professionals are involved in providing comments on up-and-coming regulations before they are put into place.
Wow.
So we just conduct seminars, and we alert our clients that this is coming and what they have to do to prepare for it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so we are constantly at industry conferences. We make sure that we continue to be experts in the areas of the various industries we serve, because we need to be that way.
Yeah.
For instance, I was just recently in Italy, where I was invited to speak in front of the top food producers in Italy.
Wow.
And while I'm giving them the ins and outs of doing business in the United States, because most of these companies want to export from Italy into the United States. So I was there and made a presentation for them. And while I was there, I also immersed myself in continuing to understand the challenges and issues those food importers are currently facing when they enter the U.S. market.
Well, tell us about also some of the people you work with and how that value adds the service for a client.
Well, when you hire our firm, you don't just get an accountant. You get a success consultant that is focused on your business and bringing your company to the next level of success. Our staff of professionals consist of experts in a variety of technical areas that are enhanced by their industry experience and knowledge. As such, we assemble a cross-functional client service team for each client, ensuring that we take a holistic approach to the service we provide. As a team, we are trained on the specifics of the industries we serve so we can offer our clients with customized advice that is focused on their success.
Yeah, and again, with the long list of clients that you have and the fact that they're reoccurring, it's a testament to a very sound business model.
It is. We want our clients to trust us. We want to be their trusted professional. And to a very, very large extent, we have achieved that, and we continue to strive towards that.
Rocco, we ask this to everybody who comes in here. What do you consider your greatest professional accomplishment?
Currently, since I have over 40 years in this industry, I've had clients throughout this period, and I still have some of those clients. So it's very gratifying that now I am nurturing the second generation, working directly with people who I knew when they were children.
Wow, that's great.
And these new leaders realize that in addition to the institutional knowledge that I may have on of their business, their Grassi team also utilizes the most innovative technology in providing services, which to me is a perfect balance.
Well, Rocco, it's awesome that you stopped by. One of the top CPA accountants in our county, Rocco Totino of Grassi & Company. And Rocco, how do people get in touch with you?
Well, they can reach me on my email, which is rtotino@grassicpas.com. That's ROTINO@GRASSICPAAS.com. Or they can call me directly. My phone is right side of my desk. I answer it all the time.
And what's that number again?
It's 212-223-5001.
Well, Rocco, thanks for stopping by.